Hello, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some StarCraft 2 action here. I'm EonShiKeno, and once again, I've got some more replays from DreamHack. Another best of 3 series. Let's go ahead and take a look at our 2 combatants today. The Zerg player, the top left-hand corner of Whirlwind. It's gonna be Leenock, the Noctopus. And in the top right-hand corner, red Protoss player, it's going to be Liquid HerO. Leenock, former MLG winner. I think he won twice. Yeah, I think he's got 2 MLG wins. Got a couple of championships underneath his belt. And HerO, let's see, he was NASL champion, maybe? DreamHack. I forget. He had to have won something. HerO is too good of a Protoss player. Anyways, enough of me being forgetful over what player wins what event. Too much StarCraft to remember it all these days. Speaking of StarCraft 2 events, we had a nice event this weekend. DreamHack Bucharest. Bucharest, that's a fun word to say. I like saying Bucharest. I don't know what it is about it. It's just a good city to say. Some cities you hear, you're like, let's see, what's a bad city name? Let's see, what is a bad city name? I don't know. Post in the comments. Post city names that are bad. Maybe Kalamazoo. I don't know. That one's kind of fun. Kalamazoo. I don't know. That one's kind of. I'm kind of on the fence on Kalamazoo. I'm not sure. Anyways, post bad city names in the comments. I don't know what you guys can come up with. So ZvP, Liquid HerO, looking like going for a gateway into the Nexus expand. Got his gas up, just throwing up a Starboard Next core, and Leenock is being a greedy McGreedster over here, throwing up 3 hatches, and if he goes for a gas before a pool, oh, look at this guy. Leenock wants all the stuff. I could just see Leenock there with like he's got his hands out and he just like, you know, he's like, come get him. He's like, you know, like grabbing at stuff. Just like, urgh. Leenock wants everything over here. This guy, will he get punished? Let's see, HerO has yet to scout anything. He does throw up his Nexus. Does have an opportunity, of course, to throw down a couple gateways and just go for it. Try to adopt Leenock, make him feel some pain for being a greedy McGreedster, but might not actually happen. HerO is a kind soul. Maybe he's gonna be nice and just be like, okay, you know, that's nice. You got those extra hatches at the beginning, and I'm just gonna do my thing, make a Stargate, probably get an Oracle out, fly around, kill some stuff. Leenock actually gets all the way across the map with his Overlord before the probe from HerO finally gets out of his base. And this Overlord's going to scout out that Nexus, looking like, you know, okay, he was going to go down, but now he's going to go up. That's going to put him in a closer position, obviously, to scout out the Stargate. We'll see if he decides to go all the way up there. But, you know, by now the timing of the Stalker can be out, so probably not going to sacrifice that Overlord just yet. Maybe wait a little bit. We'll see what he does with that. So Zerglings are trying to chase down this probe, but this probe, he's going to see this base. Okay, this is the money here, you know. This is a pretty cool idea by HerO. I really like this because by scouting out this base, you already know there's a second base here. So that's like that. Now, if he would have just ran up in the main, scouted this, and even gotten into the main, what would he have really noticed? He would have been like, okay, he's not getting, you know, he's not teching, but I don't know if he has a third or not. So I like the decision. What he did here is to go straight to the third, knowing he wouldn't have been able to scout that out if he went into the natural, then to the third. So I think that was a smart play there by HerO. Zerglings do manage to walk on in. They scout out that Stargate, which is actually building Phoenixes. He was holding them there, but now he's been scouted out, so HerO's going to try and make the most of this situation. It's kind of like you're playing hide and seek, and someone finds you, and you're mad, so you just punch him in the face. Not the best way to play hide and seek, but I mean, it does have its upsides, I guess. HerO just punches that Overlord in the face, takes it out. Now he's flying around the map. Has he found his opponent's base yet? Yes, he's going up there, but he's looking for Overlords with this. Okay, yeah, he did scout this guy out from earlier, dude, so he's going to go straight down here. make a beeline towards this Overlord, which is afraid I don't really know the etymology of a beeline. Because you think of the letter B, it's not straight. You would want like an I line or L line. Actually, it'd be like a lowercase L or a capital I line. Something like that. Those are the lines you want, right? You don't want a B line. B's are all over the place. They're going up, down, left, right, curves. You never know where they're going to go. But, man, I got to look that up after this game's over. Got my brain thinking. So HerO picks off one drone. Not really too successful. There have, of course, already been the spore crawlers in the bases after the scout there from Leenock scouts out that. That guy's not going to be a spore crawler. He's just going to be fertilization for all future drones. Stopping Phoenix production, sticking out there at 5. He's got a couple kills so far, not too much, but he's coming in with a lot of Zealots. These Zealots are going to come in hot soon, just a little bit. Still 5 Phoenixes. Got these guys still alive, keeping them pretty balanced there on health. Just 2 guys hurt so far. And he's going to get the Queen. He's going to go. Yes, he's going to go for the Queen. Even out of range of that Spore Crawler there in the main. So good control there from HerO. Leenock keeping that Queen just a little bit outside the range. Look at this. HerO tried to throw down a proxy pylon. The roaches were already here. Zealots are coming in. He's got a lot of Zerglings. Zerglings are going to clean up. These roaches are going to fall back. Zerglings come in. Do a little bit of nice meat shielding. And they'll all go down. Zealots go down. And a little bit of trade action going on here between both of our players. So Hydralisk coming up, which would be nice. Hydralisk good, making 10 drones, kind of recouping that cost. And Leenock is just going to sacrifice a couple of his guys to maybe kill a proxy pylon. But the Phoenixes, he forgot, the Phoenixes are here. Death from above will take out both of these roaches. And they just explode in a beautiful, beautiful fashion. But this guy, this is the luckiest roach I've ever seen. No, never mind. He was lucky until he got picked up again. I thought for a second like the roach just kicked or something and just popped out. He's like, no, not a fan of this. Just jump straight on down. HerO, warping in a couple extra Zealots, gonna show up to the party again, but decides, you know what? I don't want to tango with those roaches, falls back. Got a little bit of action going down here at the 3rd. HerO got the Mothership Core trying to clear out the Zerg infestation, which is these Zerglings, and they're just gonna walk right on past that probe. The probe will get down that next, and the 3rd base is gonna go up. And these Phoenixes just keep getting value out of the Phoenix. He still has his original 5, but the Hydras are out. The Hydras, the police, the anti-air police force for the Zerg, doing some damage on it. But what are they going to pick up? Yeah, they're going to pick up the Hydras. More coming in from the natural. The Queen is there as well. And he lost 2 Phoenixes for that. Going to go back in once again. HerO really wants to kill that Hydra. Takes it out. Not much creep there on the ground for these Hydras to pursue. So those guys will just have to sit there on their... they don't really have butts, tails. I guess I'll call them tails. Whatever. Photon Cannon going up 3 more gateways. Going up 3rd base for HerO. Starting to produce some Immortals, and Robotics Bay going up also. 2 roaches are kind of doing a little bit of scouting action, maybe a little bit of harassment, but they're forced to fall back. Not much they can accomplish down here. And the proxy pylon for HerO below Leenock's 3rd is going to get finally taken out after doing a couple Zealot warpins. HerO still getting value out of these Phoenixes, picks off a nice Overlord. Scouts out this new 4th base from Leenock also. A lot of roaches in play here for Leenock. He's going to make his way straight into this army. What's he going to go for? Taking out the sentries. He's got some decent force fields. Okay, there's the rest of that wall, and another one goes down. Another sentry dies. Now he finally throws a Guardian Shield. A little bit late on that. So sacrificing a couple roaches for sentries, using up all their energy and forcing them to reuse that gas. Okay trade there for Leenock. And a single Void Ray, this HerO Void Ray, trying to delay this 4th base, but he's going to have to deal with 3 Hydras, and those 3 Hydras are going to have more than enough damage to force this Void Ray to fall back. But noble attempt there from Liquid HerO. He's got to morph this gateway. He built a pylon or a photon cannon next to it. He doesn't really. He hasn't morphed it yet. I've done that once or twice. You're like, man, why do I only have 6 gateways? I should have 9. And then you're like, oh, wait a second. Wait a second. I haven't upgraded it yet. And this hatchery is getting pretty low, down to sub 400 life. The Phoenixes show up, kill a couple Hydra. Yeah, they're going to get one kill. The second and third one will die here eventually. Will the Queen show up? The Corruptor's going to show up. The Void Ray's getting this thing pretty low. Will it go down? It's at 48. He's just going to fight it out, and he takes it out at the exact same time. Whoa, nice job there from Liquid HerO. That was down to the wire, guys. Now, the Colossus is going to be coming out here fairly soon, but if, I mean, he has to deal with a lot of Corruptors. He's got 3 Stargates at this point. Oh, nice force field. He traps all those Zerglings. Zerglings are just going to get eaten alive by those Zealots. Corruptors sitting around with nothing to do. Actually, they're going to start killing a Mothership Core, but not really valuable. All those Corruptors. Now he finally makes that gateway into a warp gate. So he did have a Colossus. Okay, there it is. There's a Colossus. And take a good look at this Colossus, guys, because this thing is going to be so dead come this next fight. It's, essentially 1 Colossus and like 3 Phoenixes versus how many Corruptors does he have? He's got 11 Corruptors. That's a lot of Corruptors. He's even bringing some Overlords. I'm not sure why these Overlords are over here. Probably just a misclick. But HerO's kind of just been chilling outside his natural. He's got his 3rd base defended pretty well. Good SimCity. Corruptor's kind of pushing forward, seeing when they could poke down here. Did he kill the Colossus? No, I didn't. Sitting back here. This is a good guy. He's like, all right, let me know how that fight goes. I'll show up after the Corruptors are dead. And the Corruptors are just kind of glorified scout units at this point. There's a big counterattack coming from Leenock over here. Actually, it's not a counterattack just yet because this attack is falling back. And he's going to go for the 3rd. There's 2 photon cannons up there. And he changes his mind. He does have Burrow with the roaches here. Nice. Burrow in Burrow movement. 1 Phoenix being used for scouting for HerO. Not using the hallucination. Rather, he chooses to use the real thing. HerO, not a poser. Protoss uses the real thing. Doesn't use those cheap hallucinations. Gonna fly over the main. Checking stuff out. Another base going down here. Look at this. Another attack here on the 3rd. Zerglings get eaten alive by that Colossus. Good position from HerO for having his army down there. 4th base going up for Liquid HerO. Bottom right-hand corner of the map. Now, at some point, actually, we're going to have a meter transition here. I was kind of curious what we're going to see here. If it was going to be Broodlords or what type of flying unit we're going to see out of Leenock. But it's looking like it's going to be Mutalisks. So he's going to have Mutalisks and Spine Crawlers and Hydralisks. Actually, no Hydralisks. Corruptors. 4 Zealots. I'm not sure where these guys came from. Okay, they probably came from down here. Using this warp in. Another base going up for Leenock in the middle left-hand corner of the map. Attack going over here. A lot of Mutas, Corruptors up there in the front. They depower the Robotics Bay. That's going to slow down the range upgrade for the Colossus, which is essentially useless at this point. So he's kind of doing HerO a favor. And he's going to take down those photon cannons. Liquid HerO does have 3 Stargates, and he's got a fleet beacon, so he does have the production needed to deal with this air transition out of Leenock. Counterattack coming from Liquid HerO. No, wait, he got halfway across the map and realized, you know what, I should probably kill these units in my base. And the Void Rays are there, the Phoenix is there, and that's going to cause the majority of those armies to turn around. No, there's more mutants coming up to the party. He takes out some Stalkers, he takes out the Phoenixes, he's taking out the Void Rays. This army from Leenock, this air army is too strong. The ground force from Leenock has taken out the 4th base of Liquid HerO. Liquid HerO is being taken down on 2 fronts while his army just kind of dilly-dallying outside the 3rd. That needs to get down there to the bottom, but it's looking like it's not going to get there in time. And these roaches are just going to easily be able to just walk on out of there. No, they're going to take out the Colossus. No, they have, yeah, they got it. And Burrow on onto there. He doesn't manage to get the Nexus. That's impressive. It's impressive he didn't get that. He really wanted that Colossus, though. But never mind that. Leenock is going to be able to take out the main. No, wait, no. It's looking like the Phoenix is going to show up and try and delay that just a little bit. Takes a while for those mutas to kill stuff. This observer here, Liquid here, is going to easily be able to defend against those roaches with the Immortals, Zealots, Sentries. More Mutalisks coming to the party. He's got his, okay amount of Phoenixes, but he's going to have to control these guys like legends. He doesn't have that Phoenix upgrade, the range upgrade that he really needs to deal with this Muta presence. And he lost one of his Stargates, so it's going to drop his production by 1/3. Of course, if you're a fan of math. 5 base Leenox versus a 3 base Liquid HerO. And he really wants to shut down the production of the Stargate. And look at that. managed to shut down one of them while it was being Chrono Boost, still trying to spew out as many Phoenixes as he can, throwing up some photon cannons, but this is the point in the game where Protoss players are thinking they're having terrible, terrible night trimmers of dealing with the Zerg player who's just got so many Mutalisks that it's hard to deal with. And he can kind of just, you know, walk around, do whatever he feels like, and you're like, what am I supposed to do? Do I make, you know, High Templar? How many photon cannons do I have to build? But look at this over here on the left. A couple rogue zealots managed to take out a base in the meantime. So HerO will not be trapped in his base. He will go out, manage to take out a base of his opponent. At the same time, Liquid HerO is going to lose one of his own Nexus. There it goes down. Both these players are just battling back and forth in this game. 187 supply for Leenock versus HerO's 156. Let's check the worker count this far along in the game. 65 workers for a Protoss player, 69 for our Zerg player. Let's check the losses. Pretty even, actually, for a Zerg player and a Protoss player. 22 minutes on into the game. This just shows how efficient Leenock has been in his trades versus a Protoss player. So, you know what? He thought, ah, man, this, okay, never mind. He hasn't rebuilt that. I thought he started that again, but nope, he didn't. Leenock just loving this air. Gonna start to throw in some infestors, and a warping comes, a couple stalkers, but it's not gonna be enough. Phoenix is moving to try and battle these Muta, but these Muta just deal so much damage so quickly with those 2 attack upgrades. They turn around on a blink of an eye and take out 2 more Phoenixes. The Corruptors show up, gonna give him some more range, but at the same time, the Stalkers and Immortal are gonna move to take out Leenock's newest base from the top center point of the map. Interesting position for that base. I would imagine, I would have just thought he would have put it, you know, further away from the Protoss base, not closer. So that was kind of a strange position. Maybe Leenock just felt he was so far ahead it didn't matter. And he's just like, yeah, whatever, I'll throw it over here because that's where my drones are. Or he's using it as, like, denying it from his opponent. But I think, you know, the better scenario is maybe in the bottom left. So the battles still continue. Players trading base for base. Stalkers have blink now. They're going to run away from these Zerglings. Zerglings too fast, though. Stalkers are going to be nipped at the heels. And, of course, the Mutas show up to overwatch the Stalker kill party. But actually, 3 of those guys sneak on out of there. Mutas felt like they haven't been annoying enough. Fly back in the base, kill a couple of Phoenixes. Now going to take out a lot of Stalkers. The Muta count from Leenock is getting extremely high. He's up to 38. That's ridiculous. He's got more Muta than HerO has probes. And there's the GD from Liquid HerO. The Muta count was too high. The Muta count was too damn high. And Leenock takes the victory here in game number 1 of this DreamHack Best of 3 series. And coming up next, we're going to head on into game number 2. Stay tuned for that, guys. Follow me at Twitter at EonShiKeno. Wait, not at Twitter. It'd be at EonShiKeno. And then subscribe to my YouTube channel for more StarCraft 2 and other various video game content. See you guys later.